I can't even be asked with the intro, guys. I'm sorry. Um, Lots of stuff to talk about. We're in trouble, guys. I swear we are in trouble. We are shambolic as a football club. How we went from champions to this, and the Arsenal players are smiling with their brand new teeth every single time I watch, TV. I don't know what to do, guys. Like same as you. Like I'm in a position being a Liverpool fan, Liverpool fanatic, really, and I don't know what to say for once in my life in regards to how we're gonna come back from this bad performances that we're showing on the pitch. At the beginning of the season, I did say this one, winning goal kind of mentality is not sustainable. I kept on repeating it. I kept on repeating it. We need to like concentrate on defending because what we're showing out there is dangerous because eventually it will catch us out. Nah, we're champions. That's what champions do. You know, um, it's okay. Man United used to do it. Man City used to do it. Every other team used to do it. That's all I was hearing. And I said, no, something is not right with this team. They can't defend. And then you see the starting lineups. This head coach is picking at times. It's a weak lineups. It's not a lineup that's gonna, battle. You need battlers out there. That's why I said like maybe we need to go revert back to the players that can do things like that. Concentrate on defending, then go on to the midfield and attack after that. We didn't even do that. You know what I mean? Like, how do you think like playing Soboslai and Jones is the way in Europe? It's fine because in Europe it's all about tactic side of the game, and teams come at you. They don't really deep line defend, bigger pitches majority of the time. That when we play, it's different. But when you go back to Kirkes and take off Robertson, I just didn't understand that, guys. I honestly didn't understand that. But share your concerns, man. Share your concerns and everything else on the chat. I'm here to chat with the chat and all that stuff. We could talk about anything you want, and I'll share my feelings as well because I'm fed up, really. Like I'm not out. I'm not that type of fan that's gonna jump on the bandwagon of these people who are just like using it to add fuel to the fire, to get subscribers, to get this and to get. This guy won you the league last season. Surely to God, he's got he could like get a chance, for a few more games or something like that. What are we doing here, man? Like, why are we falling for frustrations due to watching other streamers and other fans from who are rivals? I mean, why do we have to fall for that trap? Yes, the head coach is all over the place. Yes, the players are not pulling their weight, but there's something has to happen. Something has to give. We ain't gonna win the league this season playing like that. We're not gonna win it anyway. But playing like that, you don't win anything. Brentford already knew as soon as it hit 5 minutes when they scored that goal, they're gonna win that game. That's how bad it was yesterday. They already knew they're gonna win that game. I already see it. Every single time the ball is in the air, we're in trouble. Every time. It doesn't matter if it's Brentford. It doesn't matter if it's Nottingham Forest. It doesn't matter whoever is at the bottom, Burnley. We're going to concede a goal. We're just going to concede a goal. That's how bad we've been. And it's continuing still. I'm not here sitting here defending the players, the head coach, or anything like that. I'm here to criticize too. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Big up Beans and Toast. Big up, of course, Mr. Cop Father. Big up Mr. Clive, as always, my brother. Big up Jason. Welcome back. Haven't seen you for a bit. Big up John Conway. Let me just welcome everybody in. We are not in trouble, but we need to face facts. We need to play 4-4-2 like we did in the Champions League. That was much more clinical. Salah is not helping us. We need to move on from him. Salah ain't helping himself. Salah is not helping anybody. Cop Father. He's all over the place, my friend. His behavior is worse. I'm a Salah fan, as well as the next Liverpool fan. I'll protect Salah no matter what. You know what I mean? I think he's probably the greatest Premier League player, next to Henry, really, consistency wise and plus trophy wise. And goal scoring wise, you can't really question Salah's performances in the Premier League. You know what I mean? And he didn't even start his career at Liverpool. So coming in at 25 and doing all these records, it's remarkable. You know what I mean? And not only that, coming from the wing and doing all that stuff, he's not even an out and out striker at the same time. But his behavior recently, like, put me off, man. Especially when he came, I saw footage of him coming on against Frankfurt, and then, taking off his jumper, all angry and all that stuff. You're a senior player, bro. You're the standards. You're the one that players watch. You know what I mean? You're not Messi. Don't act like you're Messi. You know what I mean? Messi is different. Ronaldo is different. R9 is different. They are special. They are beyond world class. You're not there. So don't start acting like, causing a huff instead of, like, giving, the players that's coming off, the young players that's coming off, giving them a helping hand and, telling them well done and, smiling for them and all that stuff. What did he do? He caused a huff. You know what I mean? Coming on because he's on the bench. He thinks he's better than, bro. You haven't kicked the ball all season. You're part of the problem. You can't defend. You can't attack. Okay, you scored a wonderful goal. That game was won. Brentford was already on holiday by that time you scored that goal. They already knew what they were doing. So, the senior players in this team, they need to stand up. Robbo is the only one I've seen when we score goals, everything, like, congratulate players. Virgil, my goodness me, man. This is the worst Virgil I've ever seen in my life. He ain't gonna listen. If this is it, even the way he speaks after the game doesn't even motivate me. If this is it for Virgil, he can get out too, man. I've had enough. Konate, 250 a week you want. 250 a week. Running like that. Get the heck out of here, mate. As soon as, listen, don't play him anymore. Start playing Gomez now. That run, the way he ran after that player yesterday, it was absolutely disgraceful. Disgusting. And the way they cut through the midfield again and again. Every game that we play, they cut through the midfield and nobody says anything about it. I'm tired of it. I'm sick to death of us conceding goals which are the same as the last ones. Sick to death of it. We're coming out here every single time on streams. Some people lying, some people, in between, some people being honest. Why are we lying to ourselves? We're shit. We are absolutely shit on the pitch. And off the pitch, the coaching, the way he's doing things. I'm giving Arne Slot a chance here to turn this around in the next few games. If he doesn't, I could be sitting there as well, man, because I'm sick to death of seeing the same players every single time who are not trying for him. They're not trying, guys. I'm telling you, they're not. Look at the difference between us and Brentford yesterday. They threw themselves at the ball. They made sure goals. Even Sepp Vandenberg threw himself on the ball to stop the goals going in. But yeah, we're here, kumbaya and all this stuff in our defense, kicking people in the leg. Listen, they're going to give penalties to our opponents. That's how it is. We're in that stage now. Everybody wants Liverpool to fall apart. And they're making sure of it. We should have had the penalty with Gakpo, but we didn't. Okay, we move on. We wasn't even good in the game. I don't care about that. And then you see their penalty. You think to yourself, that penalty and that penalty, Gakpo's one looks more, of a penalty of that than the one we conceded. But that's how it is. That's how it is. We're not gonna when times are tough, you're not gonna get decisions anymore. And then sometimes you got to look at the referees who are in charge of the game. So you got to be extra careful. Kirkez, he's terrible, guys. I don't know what he's doing on the pitch. Sometimes I said slowly integrate him back into the team. What did Arne Slot do? Put him back in the team in the next game as well. Why didn't Robertson play? He had a good game against Frankfurt. He had an absolutely good game against Frankfurt. But yet we substitute him again. We're playing this kid Bradley. What does he do? Okay, he set up the goal, but what does he do defensively? He's always struggling with a winger. He's always trying to pull them. He's always conceding fouls, conceding throws. You know, Brentford's strongest points are throws. You keep giving it away, and then they score from things like this. Oh man, Konate is Konate. I can't. I just think we should just separate ourselves from Konate now. We've got the perfect opportunity to do that. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to be at Liverpool. Okay, you're not playing anymore. Let him rot in the bench or let him rot in the training ground. He doesn't play football. He doesn't make the World Cup team. That's it. That's on him. You know what I mean? There's no way we're gonna pay him 250 or 200,000 a week. He's shit. I'm sorry, man. That goal we conceded yesterday was unacceptable. The way he ran back after that, he slowed down, guys, and then tried to put a hand on the player. He actually slowed down. Man, I ain't having that, man. Listen, bro, Copfather, no matter what formation we play, it's still going to be the same outcome. There's no tactical, what do you call it? A tactical side of the game that convinces me we're going to change, bro. There's nothing, because I don't think our head coach has prepared this team for this season to be tactically ready for games. Every game is different, bro. Every game is different. They're not all the same. And he doesn't, I don't think he sits there and watches other teams. He might lie to you, he does. But when you're watching Brentford, when you're watching, these other teams, Man United, etc., and then you see them doing things to us that's similar to other teams, which is a long ball going over the top, long ball in the air, and they're winning the battles, that means he's not really concentrating on the tactical side of the game. He went into, like I told you guys, he went into the season, you're better than them, go out there and win. The time it convinced me when he said last season we was winning by the odd goal, like 2-1, 3-2, something like that. So this season I thought, let me buy, the firepower out front, and then we could change games like that. That's what he went with. And then, we could transition during the season. I keep telling you guys this. This is not a team that's prepared for this season. He was so arrogant, he didn't prepare. He thought like we were so good last season, we could transition during the season, and it's not working. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess, man. And I'm telling you now, it's gonna continue. Big up, Trudon. Are you slot? No, I'm not slot out, man. No, not yet, man. If it continues like this, man, the form, Trudon. Let me tell you something, guys. The form is a relegation form. What we're doing right now is a relegation form. It's worrying because we're losing to anybody. It doesn't matter, like I said, who it is. And not only that, the teams actually deserve to win. Every loss we had, the 4 losses in the Premier League we had and the Champions League, we deserve to lose all those games. There's nothing we could come out with saying, oh, we was unlucky there. Sometimes I could say that. I could say to you guys, yeah, we tried. We were just unlucky. It just wasn't a bad day at the office. Sorry about the screen. I don't know what's happened there. It's a typical crap I got here for some reason. I've got a brand new camera, high-tech camera, and then it does that to me. Wow, crazy. Let me fix this. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter who we face. Brentford were... Listen to this. Brentford were relegation contenders this season. And look at the way they played against Liverpool yesterday. Relegation contenders, guys. That's what they were. And look at them. Look at them yesterday. They did whatever they wanted on the pitch. They wasted time. They took a throw. The right back is going to the left side to take a throw. Time was, still like, ticking. It didn't really matter. It did not matter. Nobody respects Liverpool, guys. Yeah. That's why every single time Liverpool lose, there's a party going on in another man's stream. It doesn't matter if it's Nottingham Forest. It doesn't matter if it's Wolverhampton. It doesn't matter if it's Arsenal. Mate, they'll have a party. They have a field day. We put ourselves in this situation, and we can't get out of it. It's so bad, we can't get out of it, guys. And I'm worried, man. I am worried. Big up, my guy. We're saying Liverpool will give slot time. We are not a second club. Yeah, 100%. 100%, Gareth. 100%. Hopefully that's your name, because this new thing they put on there, I have no idea. Storm the Godfather. What are you saying? Colin, big up, man. Big up, Colin, my guy. Slot ball is like watching fucking grass grow. Get him the F out immediately. We need to be careful, bro. Let's not put ourselves in this situation. If he keeps making the same mistakes every game that we play, which is, playing with the same players again and again, then I'll agree with you guys. Honestly, Colin, I'm jumping on board. You know what I mean? When I see Salah is still on the pitch, even Chiesa came on yesterday. Chiesa didn't look interested. That's the player of the month. You know what I mean? He's still on the bench. Player of the month still on the bench, bro. How is that freaking possible, man? What does that poor guy have to do? They made him look so bad. He's not even interested anymore. He was just hoofing the ball yesterday when he came on, losing the ball, losing battles. Didn't care. And you can't blame him, because why is he coming off the bench when there's players on the pitch that don't even try? Gakpo, the same trick every single time, coming in from the left, try to shoot on the top corner every single time, and he misses the target every time. I'm sick to death of seeing the same play every game. Not once did he pass to Kerkez. And the manager, head coach, said that in the press conference. Him and Kerkez need a relationship because he keeps not passing to him. He said that in his press conference, and I'm watching the game again, and Gakpo is avoiding Kerkez when he's overlapping. I'm sick to death of it. I'm sick to death of it, man. I'm so tired of watching the same play every single time. And not only that, our rivals are loving Arsenal fans. Man, if you don't win the league this season, you're absolutely appalling. The scariest part of this, guys, if Arsenal win the league this season, they're going to build a dynasty. These players have signed contracts, while our players don't sign contracts. They've got the age as well on their side, and longevity. So, and the head coach as well, that's going to be there for a long time. All they need to taste is that bit of winning. That's all they need to taste. Once they taste that winning, they will continue. They're not going to be like us. This is 2 times we won the Premier League, guys. 2 times, and we drop off the next season. Van Dijk dropped off that season, even though he got injured against Everton. Look at the performances against Aston Villa that season. We were shit when we came back. Every single time we won the league, now that we've done it twice, we've dropped off every season. I'm sick to death of this shambolic performances, man. We're in trouble, man. We are in trouble. But don't make any hasty decisions, man. Like Klopp out at the moment. Let's just give him time, guys. Yeah, at least he earned the time, and then we'll see where we go from there. But listen, I'm on the border now. I can't watch the same shit every game that I watch. I've seen this before. I've seen this book before. I've seen this movie before. It's just the same shit every week. When is it going to end? You know what I mean? When are we going to stop our rival fans laughing at us? We ain't. We just can't keep clean sheets. We just don't know how to defend. Yeah, we've been speaking about Trent for years about his defensive, side of the game. Now the whole team can't defend. I can't watch Curtis Jones and Szoboszlai in my central midfield thinking they're going to battle. They're not battlers. You know what I mean? They're not that type of midfielders. That's 2 attacking midfielders you're putting in midfield. And then you expect them what? To do what exactly? We've lost every 50-50. We've lost every second ball. We've lost every third ball. We've lost everything that you could think of. We've lost. We're jumping at the weight of 50-50s, guys. And people are telling me to trust that shit? Come on, man. Come on. I'm not here blaming Curtis Jones and Szoboszlai. They've been phenomenal playing for Liverpool this season. I got to be real. I got to give them the flowers. But you still need that midfielder that regains the ball next to them. They're not ball. I see Szoboszlai sometimes jump out the way of tackles, same as Jones. They don't retain balls. They are more, finesse, dribbling, passing. That's what they are all about. It's crazy, man. Keeps playing 2 in midfield. For fuck's sake, never going to win a match. Nah, Gareth, this is beyond belief what we're seeing in midfield. It's disgusting, my friend. It's disgusting. I can't come on here. I don't want to be part of those YouTubers that's, only coming on here, to get clicks and all that stuff. I want to be as honest as possible. We're in a position right now. We're lucky to be in top 4. It's a relegation form. I don't care what anyone says to me. This is a relegation form. And it's continuing. You know what I mean? Like 4 games in a row in the Premier League, guys. Before the 10 games of the Premier League. We've only played 9. And we've already lost 4. That's a taboo. Last season, we lost our second game when we won the Premier League already. This season we've already lost 4. Get out of here, man. Let me read your comments, man. Say whatever you guys want. Yeah, I'm gonna read it out, of course. I'm looking at the game in the Champions League. The difference in our style of play. I'll get you, bro. I get what you're saying, bro. Fozzy, I as lost for words. Yeah. John, I've come on here, you know, as Fozzy. You know what I mean? I'm not here as a fake person. I always come on here trying to, like, you know, tell you guys the truth. And I'm lost for words, man. I've been supporting this team for over 40 years, yeah. Over like 46, but you know, over 40 years, like remembering things, if you know what I mean, at Liverpool. I could tell you you could ask me any era, I will tell you. Now I'm lost for words, man. There's nothing I can say that can fix anything at Liverpool Football Club. We can put different numbers, we could put different players on the pitch. It ain't gonna change anything because the players have not got it in them to play this kind of football, which is, you know, expansive, open, expansive football that doesn't even exist. Because if it existed, we would have got results out of it, right? We're not even reverting to let's keep it solid. Let's go back 5 yards. Let them come onto us when they've got the ball. Let's make it difficult. Let's make sure there's no gaps appearing in our defensive midfield. We don't even do that. We just let them do whatever they want. We're open everywhere. Look at the Damsgaard pass towards that Sher, whatever his name is, who went through on the goal and scored the second goal. And then we've got a goalkeeper in goal who looks lightweight. He needs to put on weight, man. He needs to do something. Why is he still in his goal line when the guy is through on goal? Alisson by that time is already coming out. That's why Alisson is the best one-on-one goalkeeper in world football ever. Because he's already thinking there's going to be a through ball coming through and he has to get out of his goal to narrow the angle. As soon as you narrow the angle, that's why Alisson makes mistakes. So it saves every single time. Saves every time. He's been doing it for years. This is why goals are so easy going in now. You don't have that kind of goalkeeper in goal who stops goals like that. Alisson would have kept us in the game. That second goal, if Alisson was in goal, I don't think it'll be a goal. I'm not trashing Mamardashvili, but the thing with Mamardashvili is he's bigger than Alisson apparently height wise. But when you look at Mamardashvili, he looks like he's small in that goal. Sorry, he looks very, very small. And every single time someone takes a shot, don't get me wrong, he made some great saves. It looks like it's going to go in. And then you look at Alisson, those shots don't go in. The sooner he gets back, the better for us because, guys, like top 4 is a distant memory now. Man United is above you. Man United. When Man United is above you, you just have to call it a day. Honest to God, like, just call it a day. Like, come on, man. It's embarrassing. Man United is above Liverpool and they got 3-game run. They've won 3 games in a row and one of them is us. Oh, man. I don't know what to say anymore. Sorry, Clive, what are you saying? Sloppy passes, defensive problems. Gakpo is pissing me off. Gakpo is pissing everyone off, bro. Gakpo is one of the problems, in my opinion, on the left because he's got no chemistry with anybody. He just cuts in and then just crosses the ball in, cuts in, shoots from cutting in. When are you going to start passing to your left back so you can cross the ball in? I mean, when are you going to pass to a striker? When are you going to pass to our own players, let alone, you know, you doing the same shit every time? It's not just Gakpo, bro. It's everybody in the team. I mean, the leadership in this team is appalling. Van Dijk is more than, you know, a problem as well. He's not defending well. He's not leading the back line well. He's not really telling the players in front of him, like, pull back. You know what I mean? When we haven't got the ball, come back. Let's make the, you know, the angle narrow. Make sure they don't get through the gaps. He doesn't say things like that. He just continues and just gets on with it. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, this team needs the leadership. The thing that he does repeatedly is having a go at Kirkes. He's always having a go at Kirkes. I'm thinking to myself, bro, there's about another 10 players on the pitch, bro. You keep picking on the same one. Why? Why are you always picking on the same one? It doesn't make any sense. You know, I'm getting sick to death of it, man. You keep picking on Kirkes. The kid's all over the place. The kid is nervous. He doesn't know what he's doing in this formation. He's never played for a big club like Liverpool before. So it's going to take him time to get to the standards that you want him to get to. All you're doing is picking on him. What about picking on Konate, running back like that? What about picking on Bradley? Can't defend, can't attack, can't do much. Keeps giving balls away, keeps giving throw-ins away when we're like in trouble. Why can't you pick on players like that? Why can't you pick on the midfield that keeps making mistake after mistake after mistake? Because the goals come through the middle. Why can't you pick on players like that? Like it's selective. I've noticed about these players, this head coach and these players. They pick selectively, if you know what I mean. Arne Slot hasn't got backbone. That's the problem with Arne Slot. Sometimes Arne Slot, you got to make those decisions. Those big players are not performing on the pitch. Make a statement. At the end of the day, if you get sacked, they're going to move on to the next manager. They're not going to think about you. Just like they moved on from Klopp, they moved on to you. They don't talk about Klopp anymore. They moved on. That's how it is. I said it earlier. I said it before, the 4 games. I said it probably the second game we lost. Stubbornness doesn't get you anything but the sack. Stubbornness that doesn't get you anything but even the loyal fans that follow you that are not Arne Slot changing their minds. A lot of Arne Slot fans actually in this football club, the loyal fans that always are positive, have finally turned, and that's a scary thing for the head coach. The thing is, guys, he spent over 450 million. That's a lot of money, and there's no rewards at the end of that from what we can see, because we're not getting any better, we're getting worse. He needs to sort himself out right now before everybody turns on him, including myself. I want to see different teams now. I want to see different tactics now, because your tactics is not working on the pitch. Your players that you keep picking and you're loyal to, who are playing 90 minutes when they should even play 50 minutes, are not giving you their all on the pitch. Change things, man. Enough of this nonsense now. Go to a team that will fight on the pitch. Go to a team that will keep clean sheets. Go to a team that will score goals. Not thinking about themselves individually. There's too many players on that pitch thinking about themselves individually, hence why we're not playing as a team on the pitch. I'm sick to death seeing Salah. I'm sick to death seeing Gakpo. I'm sick to death seeing Konate still at my football club, even though he hasn't even signed a contract. These things actually, is the part of the problems. There's a problem because we've got players who are not connecting to this club anymore. Look at Arsenal players. They're all smiling with their new teeth. You know what I mean? Everybody's got new teeth at Arsenal now. They think they're going to win the Premier League. Why? And not only that, they're signing contracts. Why? We're the champions and we can't even get Konate to sign a contract. We can't even get Trent before that to sign a contract. What's going on with us? Hasn't that, Premier League win last season made you realize how big of a club Liverpool Football Club is? Hasn't that celebration after that win, after the Premier League win in Liverpool, 1.5 million people turning up in a horrible day and a guy running people over, hasn't that made you realize how much this club loves winning trophies and how much togetherness that we have at this football club? It looks to me, you know what I mean? We're just making excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. You know what I mean? We're blaming this, we're blaming that, we're losing games. And then you see Van Dijk coming in after the match reaction, talking with the press, the same thing. It is what it is. We've got to improve. I don't want to hear shit like that, bro. I want you to fight for my football club. I want you to give me your all. I'm sick to death of your press conferences every single time coming out after the game and then doing the lippy thing. Nah, bro. You're the greatest defender that ever lived in the Premier League. I'll give you that. But you're not going to be sitting there and we're not criticizing you. I'm sorry. You're part of the problem as well. Start performing as a captain. Get those players together, slap them up some way, somehow, and tell them if you're not performing, you could F off from the football club. Start saying something, bro. Say something. Tired of you, man. Tired of your bloody performances, man. Nobody should defend the shit like this. What are we defending exactly, guys? I'd love to know. That Champions League game was against a bunch of scrubs. It meant nothing. 100% true, Tom. 100%. I can't even disagree with you. Big up Alexandra, man. I haven't seen you for a bit. I hope you're okay, bro. Guy. Big up Fozzy. Everyone. Season done. Slot has lost everything. He's not helping himself, bro. He's not helping himself. Big up Ravi, my brother. It's a top 4 race. What top 4, bro? We're not even playing like a top 4 team. We're playing like a relegation team. You're talking about top 4? Bro, I'm worried, man. I mean, this doesn't exist anymore. We're no longer going to be champions, guys, except for where it is. That's 2 seasons now. We've been like, we won the league the season before and we drop off. How the hell have we added quality with quality and still not win the league? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, does it, guys? Like, this is Arne Slot's team. There's no longer Jurgen's team. Nobody can say that anymore. If he coaches players like this, when it's his team, I'm worried. I am worried, man. He needs to change the tactics, man. He needs to do something. Because it ain't working. Whatever it is he's trying, it is not working. Let me just put it that way. Get Slot out, not good enough. Saw the cracks last year, but got branded a negative for stating my honest opinion by the Liverpool crew. Slot doesn't adapt, always playing favorites. I never wanted a Slot. Listen, nobody knew who Slot was, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not here to tell you, oh, I knew Slot. You know, he's the manager that I wanted in the first place. Our football club is going to change our fortunes, all that stuff. I'm not like that, bro. I mean, but we need to be careful how we go on about things. He earned enough credit, to turn things around. He won you the Premier League last season when nobody expected to win the Premier League. So we need to be careful how we go on about things, because I think people overreact and then they regret at the end. Arne Slot might not be the manager everybody wants, but he did something that not a lot of managers before that have done. So just be careful how we go on about this. Things are not looking good. I agree with you. Like, we're 9 games into the season and we've lost already 4. We won 5. There's no draws in between. I agree with you guys. I mean, I'm pissed off in that way. But we're gonna say like I didn't want him in the first place when he won you the Premier League and all that stuff. It's just wrong. It is wrong, guys. Like, we've got to be careful. That's how I speak, guys. If you're thinking like I'm speeding, no, that's how I speak sometimes. So don't worry about it. Big up, Lee. What are you saying? Hey, folks, who would have said this was top 4 plays 4 weeks ago? Sitting top 5. Sitting top 5 out of 5. We have been shocking since February and got lucky. Verts, Isak, bad signings, but Kirkes is shocking waste of money. Listen, listen, lose 986. I'm a lot lost. Like, lose like 986. I'm not gonna say over here like they're bad signings, because they didn't have the opportunity. You can't judge players straight away. It takes time, my guy. It takes time, and some players already settle in. Some players it takes them, a long time to settle in. So we've got to be careful how we go on about that. The mistake the head coach has done this season, the biggest mistake he's done, is putting all those players in the first team too quickly. I know we've bought these players for over 100 million. I agree with you. Like, sometimes you've got to play them and all that stuff. But I would have slowly integrated them into the team, because you've got a team that's already won the league. The core of the team is still there. Say 9 players are still there from the team that won the league. Give them the first half of the season and slowly integrate the new players in. That's what I would have done. And I said that many times. People can attest for me in the chat. I said, we're doing this wrong. We're doing it upside down. We're starting the new players too quickly, instead of slowly integrating them into the team. And everybody laughed at me. I mean, no, we bought them for 100 million, over 100. They should be playing. No. They're playing in a different formation. They're playing in a different team that they used to. Don't forget, majority of those players that come to Liverpool, they were the main players in those teams. They're no longer the main players at Liverpool. So they got to find a way to, adapt to the Liverpool way of playing. That was the thing I've been trying to tell people. When you're Florian Wirtz, the best player in Germany, best player for Leverkusen. When you're Isak, best player for Newcastle, one of the best strikers in England. When you're Ekatike, one of the best players for for Frankfurt and all that stuff, got them into the Champions League with these performances. That's the main players in these teams. And then you got, Frimpong, one of the best right backs in Germany, for whatever you call him, wing backs and all that stuff. And then you got Kirkes, the best left back last season in the Premier League. So when they're already, coming from a team where they are the best players in their team, it's going to be difficult for them to transfer that into the new team. Because if you're pushing them straight away, he should have realized this. He should have checked it out in the preseason, in my opinion. Preseason is what you do to, trying to find out where your players stand at the moment, how their performances are. And I don't think Arne Slot has done enough of that. We're just traveling to Asia and all that stuff, going on holiday, not trying things out, coming back. You're betting that team, go and beat them. We'll transition during the season. We're still going to win games because we're going to outscore teams. We're not even outscoring teams. This is the behavior he came with. It's just a mess everywhere in this football club, from top to bottom, top to bottom. We're a mess. Is Mamadashvili better than Kelleher? I don't know, because Kelleher didn't concede these type of goals when he was in goal. Like, is Kirkes better than Robbo and Tsimikas? No, because he's not performing into that standards. Is Frimpong, can we criticize Frimpong, especially when he's getting injured every single time? No, because whenever he played as a right back, I thought he's been doing all right. What's going on with Florian Wirtz? Not playing well. Not doing the basics of his game, making the wrong passes, making the wrong choices, jumping at the way of tackles, and he's not dribbling at the right moment. He's not passing at the right moment. He's not interlinking with at the right moment. And then you got Ekitike. He's the only one that's playing well. They said yesterday. Was he really doing something? Was he really good yesterday? I don't think so. And then you got Isak coming from Newcastle. They made sure like he was rotting in the training ground, not playing football. So it's going to take him time to integrate with the team. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, everything we've done this season is upside down instead of like straightforward, which was start with the team that won the Premier League and then just push. Get it right with the new players. We didn't do that. We did not do that at all. Please hit the likes and subscribe, everybody. Appreciate everybody that's on, man. Thank you for the support as always. Yeah, big up lose 986. Big up my guy. What are you saying? Colin is saying, I hope the nerds behind the scenes are doing the homework, because their homework, because this trash has been happening the whole of 2025, not just recently. Yeah, since we won the league, bro. Since we won the league, we took the foot off the gas, and we come into obviously this season with the same attitude. That is the problem, Colin. You're spot on, bro. But it was always, listen, you got to be humble. You got to be humble. You know what I mean? When you win a league title, go for the points that's there. Don't take the foot off the gas. Don't go to Dubai while the season's still happening, and Ibiza while the season's still happening. We was partying before we even lifted that trophy, bro. This is the modern day people, man. It's crazy. Have that party after that stuff. Don't do it before. You know what I mean? And not only that, if players are not performing, don't put them on the pitch. But he still is. Yeah, we're just a mess, man. We are just a mess. Yeah, you're right. We already partied before the last season. Let's just be honest about it. The back line got to know. Alexander says the back line has no protection. Midfield, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Before we get in the hospital, yeah, everybody, bro. Like I said it in the beginning, Alexandra. The thing we're facing at this football club is nobody can stand up and say they're doing the right things. Listen, even though Soboslai has been fantastic this season, I thought yesterday he made a lot of mistakes as well. We're just all over the place, bro. There's no protection anywhere. The defense starts from the front, and then you see opponents. The thing is, guys, let me put it this way: our opponents prepare for us. Do you guys actually know that? They watch our videos. They watch our strengths and weaknesses. That's the difference between us and other clubs. We don't watch their strengths and weaknesses, because if we did, why are we making them make mistakes? Why aren't we, putting them in a position like they will lose the ball and things like that? We don't do that. We don't. We just get on the pitch and say we're better than them and let's go and beat them. That's the kind of behavior that we have. Yeah, right. Midfield non-existent. Forward getting hospital passes. Yeah, somebody's gonna get injured. Gonna get serious injury at this rate. You're spot on. You're spot on, Alexandra. There's none. Midfield is non-existent because you're playing two midfielders that's attacking in midfield and expecting them to defend it, which is not gonna happen. They're not defensive players, Soboslai and Jones. They're not. It's just it's bad. It's really, really, really bad, man. Elliot left out the Villa squad again. Should we call him? Man, him coming off the bench was special back in the day, bro. My brother. He was big up Hugo, big up Gene as well, big up Bonkers, big up Mr. Tip. So yeah, there's no point watching this Arsenal game, guys. Don't bother. Don't bother. They're gonna win. They're gonna win. Don't bother. Don't bother watching that. It's gonna give you more anxiety. So don't bother, man. Big up Neil. What are you saying? Watch this space. Slot gets sacked Thursday after Glasner dumps Liverpool out of the Carabao Cup. Oh my God, it's too much. I'm giving Slot to international out of respect. There you go, bro. Be respectful, man. The guy won you the Premier League that you didn't expect to win. We got to be careful how we're going about things there. But people, don't leave the stream. Don't go and watch Arsenal. There's no point. There's no point watching Arsenal. I'm telling you right now, they're going to win the game. It's going to give you more anxiety. And then you're going to start, sweating and making, making yourself look bad. So allow that. Allow watching Arsenal. Allow watching Man City. Don't bother, man. I'm telling you guys, you're wasting your time. They're both going to win. We're in a bad predicament, man. We need to concentrate on ourselves. We need to get ourselves out of this hole. We're not going to win the league. You know what I mean? Only a fool will think we're going to win the league. I know people are already putting stuff out there. Oh, Liverpool can still win the league, No, we ain't. We ain't got nothing left. Like Ian Bill, EastEnders. I ain't got nothing left. We ain't got nothing left. We're finished, man. We are finished. We are finished, man. Kirkes is worse than Moreno. I remember you brought it up before. We are in trouble. This won't improve. Slot don't even know what system to play. Our players are all over the shop. Sorry, only stand out is Soboslai. I feel for him. Yeah, bro, we are all over the place. It's not going to change anytime soon. If you think this is something you got to work on for a long time, bro, a long time. It's not an easy fix. He did not go into pre-season to concentrate on Liverpool retaining the league title in a way of, battling teams. He went into the season thinking like we're going into the season at scoring teams. That is the difference, my brothers and sisters. That is the difference. That's how he's going into the season. And it's never going to change, unfortunately. Because once you are in that system, it's very, very hard to come out of it. Because in your mind, you're thinking it's going to fix itself. It's going to fix itself. Time runs out. And all of a sudden, whoop-de-doo, you're out of the Champions League. It's too late by the time you think. I remember, in the 90s, Roy Evans, he played three at the back continuously. And everybody was saying to him, mate, it's not working. Change it. By the time you changed it, you got sacked. That's what happened. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Things ain't going to change anytime soon. He's still going to play Salah. He's still going to play Gakpo. He's still going to play, the back line that he does every single time. Play Gomez as a right back. Make it more solid, because all they do is launch the ball to the right side and Bradley's already panicking. Play Robertson as a left back. At least he'll put his head where it hurts. The thing that's scaring me more than anything, both the fullbacks that we bought, they're both small. You know what I mean? So if the ball goes in the air, they're not going to win anything in the air. So we're in trouble in that. So yeah, a lot of work. A lot of work has to be done. That head clearance, I've never seen anything like that. Yeah, it's madness. By Kirkes, yeah, I know. It was madness, bro. He's got a yellow card already. Both fullbacks always getting yellow cards. Have you guys noticed that? Bradley and Kirkes always getting yellow cards. It's crazy. To think Konate was compared to Saliba and Gabriel is laughable. LOL, laughable. Yeah, it is what it is. I wouldn't miss him if he goes, to be fair, man. Honestly, I don't care anymore about Konate. So 44 votes, 86% says we're in deep trouble, and 14% says we're not in trouble. You know what the saddest thing is, guys? Our rivals are partying every day, man. We've had our moments in the beginning of the season. Remember, like we was partying, last minute goals. We were celebrating that. Now our rivals are the ones who are partying. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. The difference between us and Arsenal brought players that fits their system. Arsenal brought players in that's going to give them a helping hand when the injuries occur. Now, what have we done? We just brought quality with quality, and we tried to implement it together, and it's not working, which is the wrong way of going about things. You slowly integrate team players into the team, not straight away. I've always said that. That's what I would have done as a head coach. But unfortunately, people are supporting this nonsense. Oh, we bought them for over 100 million, so they got to start. No. But how about if the team's not winning? Why do they have to start? Crazy. Now you see why City bought El Nouri over Kirkes. I don't rate him, bro. I really don't rate him. I don't rate him, bro. I don't rate Nouri. I think Nouri is terrible. So what's the solution? Too much talent to not be looking this bad. Bro, he needs a tactical game. He needs to up his tactical game, bro. This head coach. His tactical side of the game is absolutely diabolical. He doesn't. The worst part of it is when things are going wrong, he makes this 3 or 4 substitutions in one go. I'm thinking to myself, bro, like, how are these people gonna impact the game if you're bringing in more substitutes? Bring 2 at a time or something, bro. If you're putting all these players, they're gonna come on the pitch. They're all gonna, be all over the shop. So you're not improving anything. Yeah, it's just bad. It's really, really bad, guys. I can't see anything that's gonna change in the next few games in regards to tactics. He's still gonna play the same way, because if he like had that know-how about formations and tactics, he would have fixed it 2 games ago. 2 games ago. You give it 2 games. Like if you're losing like every single time with the same kind of things, he always talks about long balls, throw-ins, corners, and all this stuff. Then you should have realized that by that time. But he's not. He will come back and play Salah again, Konate again, Kirkes again. He will do that. He will make those attacking midfielders into midfielders as well. Nothing's going to change. We needed a DM in the summer. We needed a centre back in the summer. Why did we go in the last minute with Gehi? That's what I don't understand. When there's no competition for places, these players are going to perform the way they are because they know they will play the next game. That's the difference, guys. That is the difference. You need competition for places. And, competition for places elevates your game, because if you drop off, you'll be off. And sometimes, players like Salah, because they were so good last season, they think they're better than what they are now. And then they perform the way they're performing right now. They think they're undroppable, even if they're not performing. It's madness, man. It's absolute madness. And I'm one of those fans that I've always said it to you. I don't do this player fetish thing. I'm all about Liverpool Football Club. And I'm worried, man. I am really, really worried. July 3rd was 73 days after France's death, and 73 days before Leo's birthday. I don't know if you're talking to me, but okay, so big up Ricky, man. Get this manager out. This manager is a yes man. Yes, he is a yes man at the moment, bro. Heitinger leaving LFC is a big issue. He was putting intensity in the group. Since he left, you can see intensity and performances have dropped AF. We don't press well anymore. No fast transition ethic. But the thing is, bro, the likes of Soboslai is playing deeper than what he normally does. He's played right back again yesterday. He put him in the right back again when he was the best midfielder we had, who shoots from outside the box. So maybe the running from Soboslai, which is the first line of defense last season, is missing in that number 10 role. Maybe we've got to go back to that. Maybe we've got to change a few things at the back, make it more solid. As I said, Gomez, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson. Bring in a DM. I mean, Gravenberch back into the team. McAllister came on yesterday, didn't do shit. Let's just be honest again. McAllister is just a pedestrian on the pitch at the moment. Maybe Real Madrid are still calling. You never know. And then, Just get back to basics, innit? Just get back to basics. Threaten players' positions. We're not, we're not in a position that we're battering teams anymore, guys. We're in a team, we're in a position that we're struggling. So no player in that team has the divine right to be a first team starter. Nobody. From the goalkeeper, you could say Soboslai and Allison if they come back and grab a Birch, but they ain't. I'm talking about yesterday's team. There's no players apart from Soboslai, you could say, that has the divine right to be in that team. So now you could start threatening players' positions in the team. You could say, like, listen, guys, you haven't been performing for me. It's time to change the team. Let's change it up. Let's do something else. Let's, let's go the hard work way, like be a transitioning team from defense to attack. Things like that. Maybe that's what we've got to do. Change is good. Change sometimes it brings you winning. I mean, and that's what I want to see from our players. If you threaten their positions, they will never argue with you because they haven't been performing on the pitch. You might get Salah throwing, the towel and all that stuff like he's been doing recently. But other than that, no other player can argue them getting dropped. They haven't been good enough. Big up Rodrigo, man. Big up my guy. Big up Gene. Big up Fozzy, chat, everybody. I have nothing to prove. Slot can turn this around. Big up Gene. Always positive. What we saying in the chat? Neil Baker, oh, you're talking about Neil. Sorry. You guys are talking to each other. I'm interrupting. Sorry about that. Big up, man. What are you saying? What's happening? You never walk alone. Well, talking about, what's going on currently at Liverpool, my guy. Like how we can improve, what we're going to do next, if you know what I mean. We're all over the place at the moment as a football club. Fans, as well as the players as well. So what's next for Liverpool Football Club? That's what we're discussing. I don't even look forward to Liverpool matches at the moment as a LFC fan. We are painful to watch. Slot out. Have had enough of this rubbish. Sorry. I'm not a slot out yet, bro. I'm not gonna be jumping on the bandwagons of people just because some people say slot out. We're all gonna say slot out. I'm not all about that. I'll make my own decisions and I'll stick by my own decisions. I think he earned enough credit to turn things around. And the season is long enough for him to turn it around. I'm just waiting for the next games. If I see the same lineups again and again and again and same crap, then I'll be asking questions, if you know what I mean. But for now, it's only been 9 games in the Premier League, 3 games in the Champions League. We just like need to calm down, guys. Please, man. Just relax, please. Like all this overreacting. Sorry, it's not good. It's not good for all of us, man. The most damaging thing is he ain't sorry. The most damaging thing is ain't a team, no toughness, no fight, no desire. Like Arsene Wenger, desire. Even a corpse got more life than corpse got more life. Goodness me, man. Sorry about the way you wrote it. It's just I don't understand. I do understand what you're saying. Like the toughness of the team doesn't exist in it because we jump out of the way of tackles, my brother. We're a team full of prima donnas. Unfortunately, there's no players that's putting their head where it hurts. Look at the goal. Look at the goal line saves Brentford made yesterday. They put their bodies on the line. They fought for them to not concede. And then you look at Liverpool, we just the first goal, Kirkes, just it's a goal. Okay, it is what it is. That's the behavior we got. There's no fight. There's no fight left in us, man. We're in trouble, man. We need some brutal players there, that's willing to put their foot where it hurts as well. Win the 50-50s, win the second ball, win the third ball, win the fourth ball, things like that. We haven't got that, man. Big up, Daz. What are you saying, my brother? Big up, Fozzy, bro. Where can we pressure Palace on Wednesday? Bro, I don't know. I mean, I'm in a position similar to all of you. I just don't know where we're going to go from here. I honestly do not know where we're going to go from here. because the head coach is making the same mistakes every game that we play. When are things going to change? That's what I'm asking myself, in regards to player, personnel on the pitch, in regards to tactics. There's no tactics change. There's no personnel change. We're doing the same thing every game. Hopefully, Alisson coming back, will change things. I really hope so. Maybe Alisson in goal will be more beneficial for us, because when you got that big presence at the back, it boosts the players in front of him. Look at the performance against Palace. We nearly got a draw at that. We should have lost about 6 goals to 1, really, or to 2 if we finish off our chances. Yeah, I've got nothing to say, Daz. I'm in that position right now with you. I'm in a limbo, mate. I'm in a limbo. Please hit the like button, guys. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody that's on, man. I just did a last minute stream just to chat to you guys. Why is it only 23 likes? What's going on, man? What is going on? Well, you said, Rodrigo, what I'm more upset about is that Slot doesn't take any responsibility. He doesn't have self-critic and always with excuses. I find him arrogant, to be honest. I am getting so sick of this shit, bro. Dutch people are like that, bro. Look at Van Dijk's post-match reaction, bro. Look at the way he speaks. He doesn't give me any inspiration. He just gives me disappointment when I watch Van Dijk. I know, like, it's a taboo saying things about Van Dijk, but say how you feel. He's part of the problem too. His defensive side is absolutely appalling at times, and it's unacceptable. He nearly gave 2 penalties away yesterday, and he did similar thing last season. I remember he kicked the guy on the foot. Similar kind of penalty he gave away last season as well. We're coming back into the game, and then you make decisions like that in defense. And where's your leadership at the back? Why aren't you, telling those players to pull their weight on the pitch? It's madness, man. Absolute madness. Oh, what a goal. What a goal by Burnley. If that's Burnley, it looks like Burnley. Oof, they're scoring some crackers, Burnley, Yeah, it's a Dutch thing, bro. It's a Dutch thing, unfortunately, my guy. Slot don't like Chiesa. Yeah, 100%, Victor. Paul Chiesa, I don't know. He came on yesterday, didn't look interested. For once, Chiesa did not look interested when he came on. The way he, made a lot of errors in the game, the way he passed the ball, he didn't even fight, to be fair. He had enough. He's had enough. He's player of the month, and he's on the bench still. And then you got Arne Slot in the press conference saying, I don't know how you got the player of the month. He hasn't even played. The fans are making a statement, Arne Slot. The fans are telling you he should be playing. That's what the fans are telling you. But you're not listening. You're not listening, bro. That's the difference. You need to start listening, because stubbornness will get you the sack. Stubbornness is the thing that, makes the loyal fans turn on you. And that's the scariest part. Yep, I have no expectations. A Slot like a blind man on the side. He's awful, bro. Absolutely awful. The players are lost. Look how good they are when they go on international duty. Yeah, it's true. I heard they've been playing pretty well international football. Then come back and play this like this. Yeah, Slot is the common denominator. I can't even say that word. Sorry about that. I know what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. To be fair, Slot is messing with everyone's mental stability. It's nasty work. He is. Let's just be honest. Arsenal are looking good for the next 5 years or so. Yeah, 100% true. That's what scares me. You know what I mean? These players don't want to leave Arsenal. These players are signing contracts. These players are they're not even looking at money. You know what I mean? They're not looking at Real Madrid. They're not looking at Barcelona's or Bayern Munich or Juventus and, all these teams. They are all, Project Arsenal. They are all Project Arsenal, while we're still stuck with, trying to convince players to sign contracts. These things should not be at a football club that's winning championships, guys. Players should be, oh shit, we're winning things. Like, I got to sign a contract. That kind of thing. We're always we're always got negativity at our football club. Why? Why do we do that to ourselves? Why are we always a player short in every transfer window that we go through? Why do we do that? It's the same shit, guys. Honest to God. Same crap, different season, man. Why did we get this Van Bronckhorst? I thought it was going to be great, Callum. I really thought with his experience as a head coach and all that stuff, the trophies he's won as a head coach, I thought like we'll be different, but he is absolutely not doing anything that remotely makes me look forward to Liverpool in the next few games. You know what I mean? You expect, coaches to help other coaches. When I'm watching Liverpool, it doesn't look like anyone's helping Arne Slot because he's making the same mistakes. One of them going to step in and say, Arnie, like, you got to change things, bro. Things are not working in the pitch. Can't you see? I'm Slot out immediately. Wow, that's goodness me. Goodness me. We are waiting to see Federico Chiesa to have an opportunity since last season. He hasn't started any games in the Premiership since he's been at Liverpool Football Club. Let me just put it that way. He started in Champions League, but not Liverpool in the Premier League. Never. Have opportunity since last season. Still, the coach has his obviously preferences. The disrespect to Chiesa is a mistake. Just can't believe it. Ethic. Yeah, it is disgraceful, bro. I agree with you, my guy. I agree. Big up, Mr. Anfield Irishman. What's the score next week? So nil. We're in trouble, aren't we, man? Been a fan since 1975. God damn, you're older than me. I ain't got time to wait, mate. I know what you're saying, Colin, bro. A lot of us are fed up with everything that's happening, but we've got to stick together for things like this, if you know what I mean. As I said, give him a few more games. If he's making the same mistakes, which is the same start, the same tactics, which is no tactics, then we could start asking questions about his managerial style. That's all we can do, bro. Us jump in now on everything and criticizing and saying Slot out. It's not like Liverpool Football Club, bro. This is not us. It's frustrating. Yes, it's frustrating. Our rivals are taking the piss. I agree. I don't concentrate on our rivals. I laugh at our rivals. You know what I mean? Let them have their time, but we will have our time soon. Trust me, man. And us making decisions like this, getting him out and all this stuff after 9 games of the season. It's not like us. It's not like Liverpool Football Club. Let me just put it that way. We need to rise up out of this. As I said, he's got enough credit now. Let's see the next few games. If he's making the same mistakes again, then we could start saying whatever you want. Aston Villa are a goal up already, guys. Against Man City. Cash has just scored. Arsenal are 0-0. We should be 9 points. Yeah, we should be. We should be 9 points clear. We should be something. You know what I mean? We are 6 below Man United. It's embarrassing, Rodrigo. It is embarrassing, my brother. I agree. I'm not here defending anybody, guys. I'm being serious. In a big up Paul Smith, but I haven't seen you for a bit. I hope you're okay. Fake pundit, yes, my guy. I hope you're okay, man. I hope you're okay. I'm just looking at through the comment. Who's that? Cameron. Big up Cameron, man. I hope you're okay, my guy. Mr. Tipso's there. I'll come into your comments. I'll be coming to your comments. Big up, my guys. Big up everybody that's on. Appreciate everybody that's on today. Didn't expect anything, but it is what it is. Goes to show something deeply wrong. Yeah, 100%. Hugo Ekitike, 100%. We ain't beating Palace in the cup and Villa in the cup. We'll see. 4 losses in 9. Last season, 4 games all season. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? The second game we lost is when we won the Premier League. You know what I mean? I think it was Chelsea away. I'm sure it was Chelsea away or something like that. I'm just watching throughout the games, guys, while I'm talking to you guys. So it doesn't concern me because these teams can win, lose or draw. We're still going to be behind them. This team playing like Roy Hodgson era. They are, bro. They are. Yeah, big up Jason Buffalo. So Buffalo? Just say Jason. Big up Jason, my guy. Sorry, I've got that name wrong. I'm just looking for the big up Peter as well. Thank you, guys. Honestly, thank you for supporting, man. Didn't expect this today, but appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that, man. As I said, I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon, Arne Slot and all this stuff. But there will be a time my patience will run out, and I will tell you the truth in regards to what we need to do. I'm not saying I'm telling you lies. I'm still telling you the truth now, but Um, it's a long season, guys. You know, we've got, was it 29 games left in the Premier League, and we're still in the Champions League. I'm not saying we're going to win the Premier League. Just get rid of that. Take that off your head. We're not going to win the Premier League this season because we're not performing like a team that wants to regain the Premier League. Our players, you know, are not showing up. The players' heads are down. You could see that after the match, you know, the match reaction when they're speaking in the press conferences. The head coach looks like he doesn't know what he's doing anymore. The leaders of the team are all over the place. They're making excuses every single time we lose a game. They're not giving you that motivation that they're going to come back. Yeah, listen, it's hard. It is hard, but we've got to stick together. Honestly, guys, like things like this is the kind of thing that makes our fans special, which is we come through it together. Arsenal nearly conceded the goal there. Freaking hell. Yeah, so that's what we've got to do. I'm not here jumping on the bandwagon of negativity. I am normally an angry fan. You know what I mean? I've lived through 30 years of shit. Let me just put it that way, guys. Honest to God, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. The 30 years I faced, I wouldn't wish on anybody. But we just got to stick together through this. Like sometimes, you know what I say? The fans got to play their part. The fans got to, you know, show up and back the team. And then, you know, when the players look at things like that, they will perform, you know, that extra bit on the pitch. They will like give you extra runs, extra, you know, shots on goal because they see the fans supporting them. You know, the next game at Anfield, we've got to do that. We've got to stick with the team. I mean, and show them the love is still there. If we want to get back to, you know, where we want to get back to, we've got to show them, guys. That's all we can do. This manager is a project of Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes. He's not going to get sacked anytime soon, so don't expect him to get sacked right now. But we've got to play our part, man. Yes, my patience is slowly, obviously, running down, but I'm not at that stage yet. I'm not going to go in the bandwagon of sack this, get rid of this, sack that, and all that stuff. No. It's too early, man. It's too early. We've got too many good players at our football club that can change things as well. Nobody complained about those players when they signed for Liverpool. All of a sudden, I'm hearing, what's the point buying Isak? What's the point buying Kirkes? What's the point buying Florian Wirtz? What's the point buying Frimpong? What's the point buying, you know, this and that? Nobody complained about these players when they first came to Liverpool. Nobody. Everybody wanted them. Everybody wanted them. Now nobody wants them. It's crazy. It's crazy. Slot is a prat, keeping out of form players on the pitch, but leaving the likes of Chiesa on the bench to rot. That one I don't understand, bro. He needs to sort that one out as soon as possible. I don't know what more Chiesa can do. I honestly don't know. I feel sorry for the guy. When I'm watching him on the bench, you know, his face is just like, when am I going to get the chance kind of face? I feel bad for him, man. He's such a lovely player. He's such a lovely guy. If you talk about a Liverpool player, you know, he's the standards that you talk about, you know, behavior-wise. You don't see him like causing a huff. You don't see him taking off his shirt and throwing it on the floor and getting angry. I mean, he supports the team even when he's on the bench. That's the kind of leadership that you need at our football club. But for some reason, he just doesn't play. And I think there's something personal going on with these two. Honestly, I honestly think the head coach and the player, there's something not right with them too. Both Rio and Chiesa should be starting over Salah and Gakpo. Yeah, if you say so, bro. Yeah, Mama Dashvili is terrible at 1v1. Even in Burmo goal was his bad positioning. Yeah, I don't know why he came out. I honestly don't know why he came out of position. Brentford Bournemouth are one goal up against Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth have just scored. Arsenal 0-0. Man City are losing against Aston Villa as well. Yeah, appreciate everybody that's on, man. Support me like I always say. I'm on my own now. I'm going to be doing this on my own for the future. I might even, you know, do a stream every single day. So support me as much as you can, guys. I appreciate everybody that's always tuning in. I have no faith in 1v1 anymore. This is darkness. Most of us knew the idiot was gonna revert back from a winning side. Yeah, I said that, Hugo. I did say that he's gonna go back to playing Salah again. He's got no backbone, bro. He's got no backbone because he did that before. He's giving you that, oh, I'm a tough manager, I'll take Salah off kind of thing. You know you're gonna win that game against Frankfurt. Let's be honest here. Even Brentford would beat that team. So what are you talking about, bro? Like, don't give me that toughness. Pretend toughness. It was just a pretend toughness. That's what it was. And then you bring him back and play the full 90 minutes. Okay, scored a goal, great. But was we ever in that game? We was never in that game. Brentford already knew they've won when they hit that, third goal. It was over. So all this toughness, pretend toughness, don't give me that crap, man. Big up, Peter. What are you saying? Players have down tooled, bro. I don't know if they. I think it's a tactical thing, bro. And not only that, I think it's continuously picking the same players as well. That's where it is. Yep, I've never seen a spineless manager like Slot just to quit. Well, be careful. Yeah. Big up, Cameron. What are you saying, my guy? Fuzzy, we were told he has similarities to Klopp, which isn't showing. More like that pressing style has been removed. Well, if this is honest, what we're seeing this season, then we're in trouble, bro. Last season, there was pressing. Last season, we did do a lot, if you know what I mean, Cameron. But this season, we ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? We're not pressing. We're not defending. We're not fighting for each other. If you know what I mean, we're jumping out the way of 50-50s. We're losing the first ball, second ball, third ball. We're not really doing much. If you know what I mean, we have to battle. In order for you to win games, you got to battle. The thing is, Arne Slot, he thought because we won the league, we're gonna go into a season that we're gonna outscore teams. That's not the way. Football does not work like that. Football does not work like that. You have to prepare for a season in the Premier League. Premier League is a different league. Premier League is a scary league. Premier League is unforgiving league. A Premier League, what they do is when you're at the top, they all prepare for you. That's the difference between the Premier League and other leagues. So he went with the negativity of, all we have to do is turn up, then we're going to win games. It don't work like that. Things don't work like that. And unfortunately, he's finding it out now. Now he's regretting it. He's regretting every decision that he made. Should have prepared better. Should have bought the right players. Should have, sorted out that centre-back position, because lack of competition is making people comfortable. That's what's happening in the centre-back position. It's the truth. It's truth, man. They don't believe in the manager ideas. I don't think there's any ideas, bro. He tells the players, go out there, you're better than them, go and beat them. That's the attitude of our head coach at the moment. I forgot Konate hasn't signed yet. Yeah, there you go, bro. Still hasn't signed. I want Hennessy. So Hennessy? I don't know. Hansi Flick also. Hansi Flick or Luis Enrique. We ain't in that position, bro. We ain't in that position like to choose what manager we're gonna bring in. The thing is with us, bro, like we're acting like we're Man City of old. When Man City used to turn up and then other teams were thinking, how many goals can we keep out? You know what I'm saying? We're not in that position. You build up towards that position. You get your second Premier League title, and then slowly teams will respect you. But the thing is, we're in such a bad predicament now. We could have got Arteta sacked this season. We could have made a lot of the Arsenal players change their mind about Arsenal, and leave. We could have done that. We could have done that this season if we won the league and the Champions League and that. But now we're in such a bad position. It's reversed. In the summer, maybe our players want to leave us. If you know what I mean. So we're not in a good position anymore, guys. We could have been the team that could have dominated in the next 5 to 6 years. But we've come with the attitude of transition during the season where we're playing instead of like transitioning in the preseason and integrating players into the team slowly. Yeah, it's bad, man. It's really, really bad. I hope I'm making sense, guys. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Woodman, Bradley, Gomez, Konate, Gravenberch, Robbo, Gravenberch, Endo, Jones, Chiesa, Rio, Ekitike for the Cup, Carabao Cup. We'll see, bro. We'll see. Let's see what decision he makes because that's the only competition he can win now. Can't win the Premier League anymore. And probably the Champions League is going to be difficult. If the Premier League is this difficult, Champions League is going to be more difficult. Let me just put it that way. The team's in there. Woo. Big up, bro. Finally on my channel, man. I've been seeing it on Kwasi's channel. I haven't seen it on here. Big up, my brother. Would any of us be shocked if we lost 7 our first 9 lost 7 out of our first 9 games? Nobody's gonna be shocked, bro. I mean, the way we're performing now, it doesn't matter who we play, bro. we're struggling. It could be, listen, if it's the bottom team to the top team, it's still gonna be the same outcome. If he doesn't change anything, he needs to revert to a solid team. That's what I'm trying to say to you, bro. He needs to revert to a team that can defend. He needs to revert to a team that, you know, have a backbone, if you know what I mean. They're not scared to do the dirty work. That's what he needs to do. As I said, Alisson in goal, Gomez, Konate, Van Dijk, Robbo. That's your full, you know, defenders and goalkeeper. Just leave that there. In front of that, build different style of play. Maybe play free midfield now. Forget about the number 10. Play free midfield. Make it difficult for other teams. Play Gravenberch, McAllister, and Szoboszlai all, you know, in the midfield, like we did with Henderson, Fabinho, and Ronaldo. Maybe this is the route we got to go to make it more solid for ourselves. Any more thought of that? The number 10 is not working so far, and then slowly work into it. Play Chiesa on the right, inside right. He doesn't have to be touchline. Inside right. Let him roam. You know what I mean? Let him, like, take the ball by the scruff of the neck sometimes and run at defenders and, you know, take shots from outside the box, which Chiesa is more than capable of doing. And then you play on the left, you play probably Ekitike, and then play Isak up front. Maybe this is the route we've got to go. Different, you know, different players. Ekitike is already on form, so you can't take him out of the team. Yesterday, he wasn't all that, I agree. But majority of the games, he was one of the best players. Look at Arsenal today. Arsenal are struggling against Crystal Palace. So the league ain't as easy as people think it is. Crystal Palace should have had a couple of goals by now. So, yeah, we just got to, like, revert to tightness. Like, make the team more solid. Make the team more working man's team instead of, like, you know, this, you know, football of passing and moving, which ain't working. Go to the hard working team, and then let the front players sort out the goals, as we used to with Mane, Salah, and Firmino. That's what we've got to do. That's what we've got to do. Slot is causing his own problems. Jason says, I agree, bro. He is. There is a reason why Klopp didn't rate Gakpo, even if Kirkes overlaps. Gakpo still does his own thing. Yeah, it's bad. Really, really bad. We knew bringing in so many players could be problematic, but we normally break in our new players. Yeah, it's true, Gene. I always say that, like, slowly integrate them. Why have we not done that? I don't know. VVD looks broken. Salah needs therapy. Get him out of the firing line madness. Yeah, that's why I didn't understand, Gene. You remember I was saying it in the beginning of the season, like, while we starting all these players, slowly integrate them into the team while we're putting pressure on them already. That's why I said it's too much pressure on those poor players, man. Is it Jama? I was just saying Jama. What are you saying? We talk about one season wonder players, but can we talk about one season wonder manager and coaches? You can't say that. You know what I mean? If things don't go according to plan throughout the season, bro, you can't call them one season wonder. 100%. 100%, my guy. Big up, bro. What are you saying, my guy? 13 losses in 27 this year. You know, it's crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy. Not only that, look how many goals we conceded. I think it's almost 15 goals we conceded in 9 games in the Premier League. Just in the Premier League alone. It's not even in the Cups. I'm not even talking about the Cups. Big up, Mr. Tip. So we haven't got... fight, sadly. We haven't got nothing left. Ian Bill, innit? I ain't got nothing left. We're like that, man. He's no credit. He's no credit. He's no credit left. He's into his overdraft now. Oh, he's in his overdraft limit. Yeah. Okay, bro. All right, my guy. All right. All right. I believe you. I believe you. I don't want to keep boring you guys. You know, what I mean, I've had my little rant today, so let me just read. If I haven't read anyone else's comments, let me just read it now. Greetings, and obviously, I read your one already. Please hit the likes for me. Appreciate that. If you're watching this back, go in the comments below and comment. I will be back tomorrow, but not on my channel. I'll be back on Judge Mo's channel, so check me out in there. We're going to do the rational thing tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to say. You know what I mean? I'm going to be part of a group, people laughing at me with Chelsea. Me and Chelsea are going to be there. We're going to be laughed at. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, so go and check that channel tomorrow, Judge Mo's channel. Please subscribe to my brother over there as well. Please hit the likes, people. Appreciate that. Rory, the lap settings. Yeah, it was weird, didn't it? Watching Brentford doing that yesterday. Crazy. That guy can throw though, that right back. God damn. That's all it is now. Rory, look what you done. LOL. Yeah, it is. Slot never had credit for me. So just cause he won in a Bozo League in Holland makes him qualified to manage Liverpool. Do me a favor. Liverpool built on a winning tradition, and we get this loser slot. Oh, damn, Ravi, man. We need to be... Arsenal scored. No point watching. They've already got their goal. Coming from slower league too, but we know this and yet went 100% protection. Reality is we should not be this bad. That's true. I agree. Cody watching runners in not pass the ball, sends it backwards. Everybody sends it backwards, to be fair, man. Everybody. Yeah. As they scored, guys, for Arsenal. As they scored. Big up, Fake Pundit, man. I hope you're okay, my brother. Next two games, sack him, get Bournemouth manager. I don't want the Bournemouth manager, bro. I think it's too... we need a winner, bro. We need someone that could get us back to winning ways and win titles. I want to win titles. I don't want to be going to managers that's, managing Bournemouths and all that stuff. Nah, just like Brendan Rodgers settings. I swear, it's like Brendan Rodgers settings. Big up, bro. Slot Sherry, big up Sherry. Slot matched up a winning team. This team don't defend and disjointed. Yeah, I agree. We are disjointed. We're terrible. Let me just put it that way. Good to see you back, Fake Panda. Yeah, good to see you back. 100%. Arsenal 1-0 up already. Man City still losing. Crazy. It's been happening since Slot started to improve. So to implement his style back in February, March. Fozzy, not just since we won the league. The stats prove it. It's like 40 plus goals conceded in the last 30 plus games. Bro, we won. The thing is, I don't know what to say. Honestly, I'm sitting here trying to be, a Liverpool fan. I'm one of the older fans in this YouTube thing. You know what I mean? That's been on other people, big channels in it on YouTube and all that stuff. I've been trying to represent you guys in a humble way, in a way like we shouldn't overreact and all that stuff, which we are doing right now. We're bringing up stats, we're bringing up this, we're bringing up that. We just need to be careful, guys. You know what I mean? Sometimes you make a decision and you're going to regret it. Same as Klopp. Look at the way Klopp is coming out and saying he wants to manage Liverpool again. He regrets leaving because he knows he would never have that passion and drive and everything like that Liverpool gives you in any other club. Never. You know what I mean? So this is why he regrets leaving Liverpool and wants to come back. This is and not the thing with Arne Slot, the issue that he's facing. Listen, if we lose games and we gave it our all and we was the better team, he will get the full support from everybody. It's the truth. That's how we are. But the thing is, we're getting nothing back from the team. There's nothing that's showing us on the pitch that we could defend as well. But I say, as a fan, let's be careful. Let's take our time. Bournemouth scored their second goal, and judge later rather than now. It's only been 9 games in the Premier League, guys, so still time for him to turn it around and see where we can go from there. Just make this season in the Premier League a write-off. Unfortunately, that's what we've got to do because we didn't prepare ourselves for that. There's other trophies to win, which is the cups and in the Champions League. We try, but yeah, it depends on the other games. It depends on the next games. I want to see him change things in the next games. I want to see him not start the players who are too predictable that start in every game. Once I start seeing that, then we could move forward and see if we're going to change during the season. If we see the same stuff again, how can I defend it? How can I come on here and defend the head coach? I can't, guys. I'll be with you. That's all I can do. Vincent Kompany, he's a real manager at Bayern Munich. Look how his management style is working. Well trusted his team. I'm not about Vincent Kompany. He's a Man City guy, and he wants to manage Man City, bro. That's what he wants. I got to watch the Arsenal game, and my other half is supporting. Yeah, it's okay, Clive. It's okay, bro. Big up, Mr. Tipso. As far as I am concerned, the title race is over. The margin of error is too small in terms of us having to win too many games with basically no losses and a few draws. Yeah, it's gone, bro. It's gone. Don't have that hope. Don't have that fake hope. There's nothing left. Big up, DF. What are you saying? I don't know what the names is. Weird. That was a down tools last night. Man United, like Salah, has the hump again. It was down tools again. Salah is Salah, guys. Like, I've realized, with some players, what you need to understand is they're all about themselves, and Salah is always about. People are like shocked he does these things. Salah is about individual awards. He's not about team awards. He's all about himself. He wants to break records in goals and all that stuff. That's what he's all about. He will never do things like run back, get arm around the shoulder of players and tell them like it's okay, we will come back. Coming off the bench, when the team is winning, you're coming off the bench and then you shake the players' hands, you hug them, you let them know you've done good today. You're never gonna get that out of him. Look what he did with Jurgen against West Ham. He was on the bench playing badly before that, and then he insulted Jurgen for the whole world to see. That's the type of person he is. You're not going to change players like that. He's 33-year-old, heading to 34, and he's acting like a child at times. You know what I mean? So, but the personal attacks towards him should not happen. Let me just put it that way. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with personal attacks. Sorry, guys. For this reason alone, stating the long throw problem and not making effort to solve it, to resolve it, Arne Slot is on forward watch. And you're not saying out. That's one thing, isn't it? Fozzie, the goals we conceded against Brentford were shades of what we did under attacking and fullbacks, low driven across the box. Always had to defend. Kirkes came into the box just like Robbo used to. The goals we concede is just similar every game, bro. Nothing's ever going to change. I know Klopp. I know we meant Klopp, yeah. So second goal, pressing in pack. Sobo initiated the press, leading to a mistake further up the pitch. We score. That's the problem sometimes. It's similar to the goal against Chelsea. Remember, like when Gravenberch went up and then they came through the middle and scored the goal. There you go. It's similar. Everything is similar, bro. Nothing ever changes with Liverpool. Too much change Slot isn't able to utilize. It's true. Big up, Horse. Before you say Slot has had plenty of time resolve this defensive issue, but we are still conceding goals via them. If we want to our title, he needs to be relieved of his duties as our coach. Wow. My goodness me. All right, guys. Half time, it looks like Arsenal leading by 1-0 as they scored. Salah too. He needs training with the front three and work out of the new way of playing with Mo strengths off now. Otherwise, we are gonna keep getting the results we are getting. The defense needs the same. The defense needs help, man. I wish we bought a DM that was a no nonsense DM that defends for the team. You know what I mean? And takes care of things, makes sure they block the path of the problems. I want to change my I wanted to change my shift at work to watch the cup game versus Palace, but I am gonna stay on my shift. Can't be bothered with this slot guy rubbish. Goodness me. We can't afford to let it go any longer than 2 games with losing and poor performances. If performances dramatically improve, I don't see how letting Slot carry on next 10 games and no change too late. As I said, bro, I'm all about what's going on in the next few games. If he continues doing the same shit, I'm in the same boat as everybody else. I'm the normal circumstances is me that wants people and start shouting. But I'll just say be careful. Just be careful what we wish for. Because if we make wrong decisions, we're gonna regret it. Yeah, I'm gonna regret it pretty badly. Just be careful what we wish for, man. Guys, I can't keep going on in it. Big up Ravenite, my brother. He's got to go, Fozzy. Big up. Straight to the point. I like that. Jermaine's we're saying I don't think they will give him more than this season because of the money they have spent. I get you. Yeah, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm on the road to 3,000. Maybe we'll get there one day. I'm not going to be crying about anything at the moment. I'm going to be the rational fan. I'm going to be, the person that's trying to calm everyone down. If Arne Slot doesn't change the players and if he doesn't go with the right mentality in the next games, then my position might change. Let me just put it that way. Yeah. So I'm just in that moment of life, too early to jump the gun. We need to improve in the pitch. We need to score more goals. I don't think we beat teams by 3-0, 3-1, 4-0. We don't beat teams with Arne Slot like that. I want to see something like that to kick off, his managerial style, because I don't know his managerial style. I don't know the Arne Slot football just yet. He needs to do something dramatic for us to all change our minds about him, which is the team winning convincingly. Stop conceding goals in the first 5 minutes of the game. Start fighting for for the ball. Start, regaining possession. Start keeping possession better. Start moving around the pitch so the passes can be made. Set pieces. We need to start winning our own set pieces. We're conceding set pieces every game that we play, but our own set pieces we don't score from. We only did it once, and that was against Brentford in the Champions League. 2 headers, bang bang. You know what I mean? So if we start scoring from set pieces and everything else, and winning games, then probably a lot of people will change their mind. But he needs to change everything from Crystal Palace onwards. If he doesn't, I'm with you guys. I'm out as well. Please do me a favor, guys. Hit the likes, man, because I see nobody likes. I don't know what I've done to you guys personally. I thought I was a good guy. And subscribe and all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in Judge Mo's channel tomorrow. If you guys want to join me over there and support me, go down there. I'm not going to be doing a stream tomorrow. I'll be doing something, obviously, on Tuesday. I'm off from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so tune in that time. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to chat to me, comment down below. I hope I covered everybody on the channel. I hope I got your comments up. Appreciate you, my brothers and sisters. We have to fight, and us as fans have to play our part. You know what I mean? Yes, the team is doing badly. Yes, the team is not doing what we expect them to do, but we all got to play our part, man. This is a moment Liverpool fans have to play their part, and I'll start that myself, really. All right. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. By the way, thank you for tuning in. Let's build this channel together, please. Yeah. Take care, everybody.